got an active log going.
So pretty much what we're going to do, I'm going to do like 5 minutes of casual driving. So essentially we're going to go down the street, and then actually what I'd like to do is go over to the highway on the entrance ramp and just kick it, because I have to do a third gear, wide open throttle. Okay. She's a little bouncy.
A little bouncy, but it's okay.
But so basically a third gear from 2,000 RPM or 2,500 all the way to 7,000, like into the floor. And then he wants to get those values and see kind of like where we're at as far as the tune's considered, because this ECU he's never done before, right? So based on the other ECUs that are actually older, this is a newer revision. He kind of guessed, not really guessed, like he has a good idea, but there is a few modules that are
like
different.
Tweaks and everything he's got to do.
Well, there's just like certain like parameters are in different places on this ECU.
Okay.
And so he's like, okay, I think this is it. That's why we couldn't get it to build boost for so long, because we didn't know what to turn off, because it was in a different spot, or it had an extra sensor or reading. Whoa, that's 10% throttle.
Yeah.
That's like not even pushing it. Like I said, I'm just going to do like a few minutes of just steady driving. When we get to the open road, which I think I know a good like area to do it at. When you came up, were there any cops?
I didn't see any.
Okay, good. It was right before you get to the school. There's a good stretch.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to try to do it. If we can't do it there, I'm going to go to the highway.
Okay.
Just because you get on the on-ramp and you just punch it, you know?
Yeah, you're right. All right, y'all.
But I think third gear at that RPM, we're probably going to go from like 30 to 85 relatively quickly.
Yeah. So off-ramp or on-ramp would probably be the best bet.
On-ramp, yeah. And to kind of give a perspective, this is a 5-cylinder Golf base model with the 6-speed manual from a GTI. And a turbo.
What size turbo are we running?
It's a T3. Pretty simple max speeding rise T3 turbo. 57 area ratio.
Casual driving?
It's just 8 pounds.
I love the sound though.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a leak on the wastegate dump, just because I made the bend too tight, so it's hitting the manifold before it tightens on the flange all the way.
Okay.
But just a little cut, weld a little piece.
You'll be able to do that, no problem.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. But now my wastegate actually opens, and you can hear it when it goes, which didn't happen before because my wastegate was cheap as fuck.
Well, I remember I saw your post where you said that you might as well buy quality, especially when it comes to something like the wastegate.
Yeah, and now I'm starting to think my turbo is great. Like, it works, it's effective, but I feel like eventually I need to upgrade it.
Yeah. But having this one will definitely be a good test run to see where you're at.
Yeah.
Get the numbers, figure everything out. Then you can be like, okay, so if I want to run 20 pounds of boost, double what I'm doing.
I need a new intake manifold before I run 20.
Okay.
This one's actually only rated for 14. It's a stock manifold. It's plastic injected, which is fine. I mean, it does the job, and the tuner told me like it can handle like 18 to 20 in most cases.
But you want to be safe and probably keep it around 14 at most, 14, 15 probably at most.
I actually went to the boost controller, and it was at 12, 13, and I hit it up one more click, so it should be at 14 or 15 right now.
Okay.
And it's usually around 16, 17, 18 is when my pipe blew off. So,
gotcha. So yeah, it really can handle that little bit more pressure.
And I bet like with a better clamp, the pipe would stay on. But the problem is, if it does build too much pressure and it can't handle it, I'd rather the pipe shoot off than my manifold blow up. You know?
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
So that's where I'm at on it. But if you want to look at like benchmark numbers, 14, 15 PSI it all depends on the turbo, right? So like smaller turbos don't make as much power, but this is very responsive, right?
And more reliable than a big turbo can be sometimes, right?
All
depends on the car.
For the engine, no, because what you're going to end up doing is making peak torque at like peak boost, and the minute you do that, you're basically stretching your rods. I mean, it's okay. The motor can handle it at least at this power level. But essentially, if you want to look at baseline numbers, I went from like 180 horsepower to 190 torque, and now I should be between 350 and 400 horsepower and like 320 to 340 torque. It's a huge
That's a
difference.
significant jump.
Yeah.
Okay. I was not expecting you to have that much.
This
not
on
on the like. Yeah.
Is faster than a brand new Supra. It's lighter.
Stock.
Yeah, it's lighter and it makes more power to the wheels.
Stock or lighter? Really?
Yeah. The Supra's 3,500 pounds. 33, 34.
Wow.
And this is like 29.
That's not bad.
And I got the back seats.
I'll say rear seat delete.
Yeah. Just because I wanted to make sure the fuel pump didn't leak.
Yeah.
I can put it back in. I probably will.
Sure. What about?
That goes to Peachtree City.
I know.
Yeah.
There's some curves, but isn't there some straightaways there too? But you're not as familiar with it, so.
I am, but it's a little bit further out than I want to go. This is like right here.
I got you.
If I like kick it off the start, it doesn't really bog. It's at low.
It's at the like
low
you're
RPM.
just starting. Yeah.
What's your Evo got on that, buddy? It's a little different.
We're not gonna talk about that.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
Really different. I'd like to compare them. I honestly would.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's faster. I think it's this.
I would say this
On butt dyno. This feels quicker.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
I mean, we could probably test that out one time before I sell the Evo.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna run Patrick Supra.
do it.
He's got the.
What's his making?
It says 390 to the crank, but
Is it stock still? I thought he.
yeah,
Okay.
it's like stock engine, everything, intake. He hasn't done anything performance-wise to it.
Okay. That'd be good comparison. Once you get everything finalized, and you know this is running good.
Yeah.
That'd be a good.
And see, his is the manual, so you can already like assume
Yeah.
it's quicker than the automatic as far as like power numbers go.
True.
I'll put some distance on his car so we can downshift.
As long as he knows how to drive it.
Yeah. All right. So here's 2,500 RPM in third gear, full throttle.
Okay. Okay.
Now that's from starting at low RPM.
Yeah.
So imagine we're at second and we're just
Yeah.
this baby will kick. That's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
What we hit 80, 85?
I'm not even sure. I could probably go back and check.
Review it. Yeah, that's 380 gnarly there. It hit 15 psi.
I did see that. I could see the PSI from my angle.
At about 6,800, 7,000, it hit 15.
Yeah, I saw it 14, and then at the last second, I saw the 15. I don't know if that's a cop or not.
It doesn't matter. I'm going 57.
Okay.
It is.
That's a GSP.
Hi, how you doing? I'm not breaking laws. Promise. I didn't just commit arson. God damn.
Okay.
Woo-hoo-hoo! This car's gnarly, dude.
I know you're excited.
It feels like it needs some adjustment.
Yeah.
Like
But that's why we're doing this too, also to make sure you get the right numbers and everything. And
dude, my boost gauge kind of like flickered in the window. I thought I saw blue lights. I was like, oh, I about panicked. But now I get like 24, 25 miles per gallon in this thing. Like as is. Just driving casually, 25, 26.
I mean, you can't beat that.
No.
It's better than not getting the Evo, I'm pretty sure.
Now, I've got some kind of leak. I think if it's either coolant or brake fluid, but like neither of them are showing low.
Really?
But like I'll see it on one of the pipes and sort of around the transmission area. It's like a greenish color. Now I did mix my coolants. I actually put red with green, and I think that causes some gunkiness.
So it might be the coolant then.
It might be, but it doesn't overheat like at all. And I have brake pressure. My clutch is fine because they run off the same reservoir.
Yeah.
And the fluid is spot on.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. And obviously it shifts just great.
Yeah.
Hey, your blow-off valve sounds great, by the way.
It does. Sounds really good on here too.
Yeah, I think top end needs some work.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like it pulls and then it hits and it's like, but it's still, compared to what it used to be,
Oh,
dude, this
man.
is night and day different.
Oh yeah. So, all right, y'all. We did some logging. We'll see y'all when we get back to the house.
Yep.